Hi guys, it's Patrick. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Patrick. Today I'm gonna film a skincare routine, and I asked a couple questions on Instagram for people to submit to me, so I'm gonna answer some of those. I asked them to ask me some deep questions that they've always wanted to know, so let's get into it. First step of my skincare routine is cleansing. I use the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. I don't know if you can see this. You literally get this at Target. This is like $14. It's just like a gentle skin cleanser that cleans my face. I have really gentle, sensitive skin, so I need something that's really light. And then I use my Clarisonic. I literally love this thing. This thing literally changed my life. It was recommended by Deja. She loves to get her credit for her things. I'm sure she'll be happy with this. But yeah, unfortunately, this is something that you can't buy anymore because with all the craziness in the world, this company went out of business. But I'm sure they have dupes on like another website that you could get, and but if you could get your hands on this, I would get one. It really changes your life. So I'm gonna clean my face, and while I'm cleaning my face, I'm gonna answer one of the questions. So now the Clarisonics, I'm just gonna push the button, and then it's gonna beep, and then it's gonna start. So I'm gonna answer the first question that I got submitted. It was, what was your worst day you've ever been on? And I have a funny story. So I met this guy at a party that I went to on Halloween, and then we exchanged numbers and whatnot. And then he was like, let's hang out, we should hang out and do something. I was like, yeah, cool. He was like, yeah, I didn't normally hang out during my lunch breaks, I go to Barry's. And I was like, okay, perfect. Cause I go to Barry's too. When Barry's was open, I was going 2 to 3 times a week. So I was like, cool, I know this go to Barry's. Also, it's a free class, because Barry's is kind of expensive. It's $45 a class. And I was like, if I did a free one with this guy, why would I not go? So I go to the class. It was the one in San Francisco. I was living in SF at the time, and it was the one in Bidai. And I had only been to the one in the Castro and the one in the Marina, so I'd never been there. So I'm super nervous because it's kind of hot. So I was I'm nervously drinking my water before the class starts, and I'm just okay, let me keep drinking water, which was a bad idea. Just I find out mid-class, I'm dying in the class. I literally almost fall off the treadmill because I'm about to puke. So I run out of the class. I didn't want to throw up in front of the whole Barry's class. So I'm leaving, and I run to the bathroom, and I puke all over the bathroom. And I'm just thankfully the guy didn't see me puke though. So then I told the staff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I threw up in the bathroom. And she was like, oh no, it's okay, the trainer you're doing your class with is one of the hardest trainers in Barry's, in NorCal. And I was like, of course I would get the hardest trainer while I was going on a date. So that's stupid, because I'm we're running off the treadmill. The guy is literally 35, so I should be in better shape with him. So I was 22 at the time. So it was super embarrassing. And then we went to his office to get lunch, and I literally had just thrown up. I was don't come near me, don't try to kiss me, don't touch me. I just threw up. My breath probably does not smell good. So that was my worst day ever. The guy was great, super cool, but I was super off-putting because I was just I threw up, don't touch me. So we never ended up talking again, but super nice, super cool. And I did get a free berries class, so I ended up winning on that. So the next step in my skincare, I only do this on Sundays, and today is a Sunday, but it's the Lush Masca Mega Minty. It's a really gentle exfoliator. I love the smell of it. It smells like mint, which I kind of don't like, but it's super cool. This is the texture on the inside. I don't know if you could see that. But I put this all over my face, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna answer another question. Someone asked me, there's some savage ones. One of my friends asked me, what are your greatest strengths and weaknesses about yourself? I feel my greatest strength, I feel I'm a really confident person. So I feel like before, a lot of people's opinions would really affect me, and I would really let what other people thought of me bring me down as a person. And I just feel I'm over that now. So I feel that's not one of my greatest strengths. And I feel my greatest weaknesses is though letting people in. I don't let people in. I don't like to talk about my feelings with people. If I'm feeling some type of way, I'm just let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else that's more happy. Like, I don't want to talk about that. So I feel like that would be one of my greatest weaknesses. Definitely, for sure. We gotta work on that. But honestly, like, you know, I'm only 23. Like, I have some time to work on it. You've also put a pretty thick layer. That looks kind of funny. I can't believe I'm like filming me doing this. Like, this is kind of embarrassing. So yeah, so I'll put this on, and then you're supposed to leave this on for 15 minutes. And then once 15 minutes comes, like, you just go ahead and wash it off. And then it leaves your skin literally so baby soft. So I finished applying this. So I'll check in with you guys in 15 minutes when it's time to wash this. There's only like 1 minute left, but I want to show you guys. Like, it's really like kind of not hard, but everything feels like you can't really move your face. Like, if you do, it's like that's ugly. So I just washed off all the face mask. Oh, my skin feels so much cleaner. All of my pores in my T-zone and my chin are the ones that get clogged the most. So like that really helps with declogging. The next step I use is at The Ordinary. It's the 9-minute side. Really what this is, I kind of know what this does. I know it's supposed to help with like your overall appearance of your skin. So if you have like dark spots, it makes them a little bit lighter. Honestly, I just rub it in, pat it in. We could do a question: quality or quantity? And obviously, I always go for quality, because if you buy quality things, you only have to buy it one time. If you just buy quantity things, you have to keep buying it over and over and over again. And honestly, if you buy the quality one, that's probably gonna last a little bit longer because it's better quality. You're really spending the same amount of money rather than just like, you're buying something cheaper, but you're buying so many of it. And by the time like you reach the same amount, I don't know, like, does that make sense? Or is this just like a me thing and do I just have to buy the expensive things? But yeah, so quality for me. So the next step of my skincare is another product by The Ordinary. This one is the hyaluronic acid. Okay, there you go. I'm sure you guys can see it now. Hyaluronic acid. This you put it the same way as the Nimenicide. You literally just, I just put it over here because I have my little setup right here. You just drip it like this, pat it into your face, kind of like the other Nimenicide. Okay, let me see. I got my phone. Let me see my other question. What is your ideal best first date? My ideal best first date, I think it would be like, I like to go like do workout things, like going on a hike or going to the beach during the winter. I don't know, it's really hard to date right now with all of this Rona stuff and like the stay-at-home order. So like, I think the best date would be, yeah, honestly, the beach. Like, you can never go wrong at the beach, or maybe go to a nice restaurant or a little like workout class, but like you can't even really do that. Like the dating seems kind of trash. So yeah, I guess my answer is the beach because that's the only thing you could do, really. So I'm gonna move on to the next step. So the next step is a serum bar by Lush. I really love these things. Oh, there we go. And basically, you could either wipe it on your hand and put it like this, but like, I like to just get the bar and put it on my face because this stuff has like witch hazel and it has a lot of moisturizing properties in it. So it basically counts as a serum and a toner because it's really, with the witch hazel, it's gonna keep your skin balanced. So I do it on my neck too. The people at Lush though can literally sell me anything. Like I'll go in there and I'm like, can I get this? And then I'll leave with like 4 other things that I didn't even know I wanted or didn't even know I needed. But yeah, so I just go ahead and put this on. Let's do another question. While this sets in. What's my biggest pet peeve? Okay, I have 2. One, my biggest pet peeve would be when I'm talking to someone and they're not making eye contact with me, because it's like who are you looking at? Like, I'm right here, like I'm talking to you, like be looking at me. And then the second one would be irritating noises. Like people are always like tapping on things or like fidgeting, like, and that annoys me so much. Like I don't know why, but like I get irritated. So the next step in my skincare is literally, this is from CeraVe. Super inexpensive. I literally get this from Target. And I found this through my friend Jaden, who was in the last video too. And like, it's really nice because like both, we have the same similar skin, and like both of our skin is really sensitive. Like I've tried using like so many moisturizers and literally just wasted my money because none of them really worked for me, but like this one works for me, and I think it's because it's literally just so basic. Put this into our hands, bad at this, and then rub this into my face. And then I need a little bit more. I have a long face, so I can always take up more products. And then you always want to do the neck. Like, never forget about the neck. You can always tell people's age by their hands and by their necks. So, and I want to be looking young forever. I don't want to get old because, you know, that's just not it. Like, it's just not the fantasy I want to see. So the last step in my skincare, and it's actually the most expensive step in my skincare, which is kind of dumb because it's for under my eyes. I use the Tatcha Silk Peony eye cream, and there we go. And Tatcha is amazing. I just started using this because I do get dark circles. Like, I'm the person that if I'm stressed out or not sleeping a lot, like I will get dark circles. Always use your, I think this is your ring finger. It applies the least amount of pressure on your under eye, and you don't want to like push on them too hard because that's how you get wrinkles. So we're just like gonna lightly tap. Let's do another question while I'm doing this. This is like kind of fun. I thought this was like gonna kind of be weird and like dreadful, but I kind of like this, honestly. Let's see. What's my all-time favorite memory? I don't know. Okay, I know. So I went to Paris for spring break with me and Jaden went, and I like always growing up like loved the Eiffel Tower, like fascinated by the city. I'm very into fashion, and like Paris is like the fashion capital, and so it was always my dream to go there. And I went there on spring break 2019 with Jaden, like saved up all my money, worked super hard at Zara, like worked 40 hours a week like the whole entire summer, and bought this vacation to Paris. And I think the best memory was like the day we went shopping. We went to YSL, we went to Gucci, we went to Chanel. It was just like everything that I wanted. I felt like I was living like my Blair Waldorf fantasy. If you're a Gossip Girl fan, like you'll get that, because I was literally that GIF with like the bags, and I was like walking around. I loved it. It was so good. So I think that would be my best memory. So that wraps up the eyes. Very moisturized. And then I lied. I actually have one more step. So let me get that. So this last step isn't really like a skincare cream. I do jade rolling. I got into it maybe like 2 months ago off one of my friends, and she was doing it. She said it was like, it's amazing, like my skin was so thin, so I started doing it too. You basically just go like this and stroke it like upwards, because you don't want to bring your skin down because that would create wrinkles rather than minimizing them. And you just do 3 in the same place, switch coordinates, do all the way around, and then switch to the other side. But let me answer a question. I'll do a deep one because I said we were gonna go deep, and I've been kind of asking surface questions. Let's see, those aren't that good. Okay, this one is kind of deep. Okay, this one's kind of funny. Someone said top or bottom. I mean, this one I think is pretty self-explanatory. Like, my whole vibe kind of gives it off, but like, do I have to say it? Let's do another one. I can avoid these. That one is rude. So then you go up in this direction, the forehead. Let me find a good question. Okay, this one is really deep. I don't know. I'll post this one, but like, this one said, when did you first realize that you were gay? I feel like everyone has their own like realization rather, but I feel like I always knew I was gay, and like I always knew I was different. Like a lot of the guys that I was growing up with, like I went to a high school and like middle school and elementary school in the same neighborhood. So I come from a very small town. Like I went to the same schools everybody else in the town went into, and the town was like majority Latino, so like we all had like our parents had the same backgrounds, we all grew up kind of the same way, and like if you are Latino, like things like not really have feelings, like you have to be macho, and I feel like that's an issue. So I feel like I always knew I was gay. Like I was always attracted to like in movies, like I was always attracted more to like the main character, which is that was the guy that was hot. So like I feel like there was never like a moment I was gay. It was more of like accepting the fact that I was gay, which is hard for me because like I grew up Catholic in a Mexican American family. So that was that. But I kind of had a lot of fun doing this. Like honestly was a little nervous to just like be staring at the camera, but I feel like you guys got to know me a little bit. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this channel. Make sure to hit that red subscribe button and hit the like button. Give me a follow at Patrick Saldana _ on Instagram, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching.